we have a wonderful program that we found out about that, again, I believe has no cost and does a lot of training. And so employment is such an important part of recovery. And so we wanted to share not just, some of these other programs that treat, but programs that help them get back on their feet and get back into society. So we're excited that Julie's going to come and present to us for the Department of Job and Family Services.
Good morning. As I was introduced, I'm Julie Wirt. I am the policy manager with the Office of Workforce Development at the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services, and I'm very excited today to be able to share with you a brand new program. It started July 1st that really is looking at our most vulnerable population of individuals and trying to get them on their feet and employed. This program is called the Comprehensive Assessment and the Comprehensive Management and Employment Program. And really it is a culmination of a lot of different ideas that our department had been working on. Over 2 years ago, our Director Dungy at Ohio Department of Job and Family Services actually wanted to start tackling the issues that go across our department. And those issues are, work eligibles who are receiving cash assistance and getting them to employment, as well as looking at our Workforce and Innovation and Opportunity Act youth, and looking at and how do we merge these two programs together. The Office of Human Services Innovation was developed, and they really strategized about how we want to do this. Thus, the Comprehensive Case Management Employment Program was born. Really what this program is doing is putting two different existing programs together and offering a way to work with individuals in both of those programs. So this is bringing the TANF program together, as well as the Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act programs together. Currently, we are focusing in, and the program is designed for 16 to 24-year-old individuals, knowing that that is probably our most vulnerable population, in the sense that the groundwork for their employment years is being established during this age, and it's either you get them trained, educated, and employed at this point, or it might be a struggle for them down the road. So as I said, this population of individuals is our TANF population and our Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act individuals. So we have put those two programs together in a streamlined, consolidated service delivery. We have identified individuals who are required to, as part of the receiving any kind of benefit, should be in this program. So those required individuals are those who are 16 to 24, who are receiving cash assistance. So they're receiving OWF and they're work eligible. So they must be working for their cash assistance. The other set of required population is our Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act in-school and out-of-school youth populations. So those are the youth in which we have identified as having a barrier to employment, whether that barrier be that they are a high school dropout, that they are involved in the juvenile justice or the adult criminal system, or whether they have a disability. Maybe they're pregnant or parenting. We have identified these as barriers to employment, and the Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act, or as I call it, WIOA, that in-school and out-of-school program is designed to work with those individuals. We also have a population that may volunteer for the program. So these are individuals who may be receiving cash assistance or OWF benefit. However, they're not been determined to be work eligible. So this might include cases in which a grandparent or other relative has custody of their grandchildren or relatives who are minors. Those minors can then participate in this program as a volunteer. It includes Also, those who have received prevention, retention, and contingency benefits. Those are PRC funds that are set aside to help individuals with different types of one-time assistance, such as housing, obtaining a refrigerator, those type of programs. And they may also volunteer. Some of these volunteers may include, we have a TANF summer youth program that occurs every summer. Those individuals may then volunteer for this program on a year-round basis. So some of the services that we provide are very similar to what our Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act youth program is. We provide tutoring and study skills, dropout recovery programs, paid and unpaid work experiences. Those can include pre-apprenticeship programs. It could include on-the-job training and those type of opportunities. Occupational skills training, which is so important to get individuals trained in a particular occupation that will lead to self-sufficiency. Leadership development, and that is where a lot of this about how to be a community leader. How do you, this is job readiness skills. Many of these youth come into the job market and they have no clue what it means to come to work on time, how to dress appropriately. We provide those skills. Other ones might be financial literacy. You know, we're here working very hard to get them a job so that they become self-sufficient, but if we don't teach them how to use their money, what does it mean to have a credit score? Many of these individuals don't know that. They don't know what a bank account or how to save. We go through budget training, and you know, this is the occupation you want to go into. What are your bills? What do you want in life? And does your occupation meet those demands? Comprehensive guidance and counseling is another service that we provide, and this is really about the well-being of the youth that we're going to be serving. It is about getting them mental health counseling if they have some mental health issues. We are looking at drug and alcohol treatment if they come to us with addiction problems or even just experimental. We are looking at those are the foundation. We have to treat those underlying conditions for individuals before we can get them into job readiness. Labor market is, you know, everybody comes into wanting, I want to be this when I grow up. Well, are there jobs available? This is a way to really connect them with the careers that are in demand in Ohio versus what are their strengths and what are their wants to do, and we connect them that way. And lastly is supportive services, which is vitally important and is probably the cornerstone to this program, is that we can offer them things to help them participate. So if they have a transportation issue, we can help them with transportation by giving them bus tickets if they're on a bus line, by getting a taxi service to get them to different job sites or to get them to training. We can provide that. If they need assistance with, if they're in training, say they're going to Columbus State and we're putting them into a training program at Columbus State and they don't have money for books. We can get them money for books. We can get them books. We can get them whatever they need to help them. Child care is another one. We can link them with child care, help them every once in a while on a temporary basis for child care. Dependent care. Some of our youth are dealing with not just taking care of maybe their own children, but they're also taking care of their parents. And so we're able to get them dependent care as well. So this is work-related tools. If they get into a job that needs, you need to come to the job with a set of tools or go to training with a set of tools, we can provide them with that kind of things. Other things that are very important is that as we focus in on working with individuals with disabilities, we can provide the assistance to help make sure that those disabilities are accommodated so that we can provide whatever they need to accommodate those, whether it's educational testing and accommodations for that educational testing or whatever they need in the job to accommodate. So when we look at what is our keys to the success of this program, and it is brand new, so we're still trying to, we're evaluating this program as we go. But some of the things is how we're approaching this program. We are heavily engaged in case management. And to the point that we are providing them case management at least 30 days. And if we think they need more, it will be every 14 days we will have contact with the individual. We are looking at a much comprehensive assessment to be done at the beginning of the program so that we really can identify what are their needs, what are their service needs, what are their mental health needs, what do they need. We look into things such as mental health, but we look into any kind of history they have with juvenile and adult courts. And that program. We look at whether their veteran status. We look at all these different things so that we know exactly what are their needs, and then where do we go to get those needs met. The other is from that assessment, we are doing a very comprehensive plan that identifies long-term, short-term goals, and then activities and services they need to meet those goals. We are assigning, the case managers will assign participants up to at least 20 hours of activity per week, because we feel that engagement in the program is very important. This is a population that are transient, that and they don't commit to things on a long-term basis. They're more crisis-focused in that they'll come for help in a crisis. That crisis is over, and then they go on. And so really what we're trying to do is get them engaged, keep them engaged through case management and experience. And lastly, the important thing of this program is follow-up services. We require that they receive at least after they exit the program and they leave, hopefully successful, and that they're employed or they're in post-secondary education and they're leaving the program. But we provide follow-up services because once they leave our program, retention in their job or their education is very important. So we do things we work with employers to mediate any problems that there might be and provide those follow-up services. This our comprehensive case management employment program, CCMEP, is being delivered by a lead agency in each of our counties. Those lead agencies are either the county's Department of Job and Family Services or our workforce development agency, and that decision was made by the county commissioners. And for the most part, for the bulk, it's the county Department of Job and Family Services, with a few that are also the Workforce Development Agency. But in the handout, you can see the list of county leads, so you know where to direct people. They're on the table. I have a handout that really goes over what I just said. Any questions you may have, there is an email address that you can go to. And I believe that is in the handout as well. So thank you very much. We are accepting referrals. We're in a transition period right now, but we do have right now 300 new participants in this program, and we're looking forward to more and reaching out to the different populations that we may serve. So thank you very much.
As you can see, there are a lot of programs that really don't cost you anything that you can be utilizing and accessing, and this is a very important transition population, these kids becoming adults. And I'm really, really excited about this project, and we're going to be putting this information. Hopefully we can get an email version of the handout to put on the websites and getting little summaries from folks as well.